Hey loves, welcome back to Us Always. So today we are filming this pregnancy Q&A video for you guys because we have been getting a lot of questions, and I recently went on my Snapchat and told you guys to go ask me some questions or ask us some questions. That way we can go ahead and answer them for you guys.
What's funny is the number one question, you know what it is?
What?
How do you get pregnant?
But if you are new to our channel, my name is Maria Stella.
My name is Bo.
If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on your post notifications on, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'm just gonna go ahead and read questions, and we'll kind of just answer like with our experience or my experience, and if Bo can relate, I don't know, like he'll throw in his 2 cents when he can. Okay, so the first question is, what were your ups and downs and difference in each pregnancy? So with the boys, I felt like my pregnancy was relatable with JJ and Damien, versus me being pregnant with a girl now is completely different, like symptom wise. I felt like when I was pregnant with the boys, it was so much easier.
As in what?
Like symptom wise, like I wasn't sick, I wasn't, you know, like I only had morning sickness I believe for like 2 months with the boys, and JJ too. But with Serenity, I felt like I've been sick my whole pregnancy. Yeah, but with the boys I got headaches, but with Serenity I didn't. But now leading up to me almost going into labor, I feel like I've been more sick. I feel like I get more nauseous. I feel like, I don't know, like I just feel sick all the time, and I waddle and I'm like in pain. I don't know, but I just feel like it was easier with the boys pregnancy wise, symptom wise, than with Serenity now. Yeah,
and at the end too, you're losing your appetite.
Yeah, I if you know me, like you know that I eat, and
it's a fatty.
Recently, like the past like 2 weeks, I haven't really had an appetite. Like I think I only snacked on milk and cookies this morning, and I still haven't ate. And I'm not even that hungry.
And you know she eats, she only eats a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question is, have you went through postpartum depression? With JJ, I think I hit like a low point like after I gave birth with JJ, because I didn't have that support system. I only had like my parents to rely on. And then with Damien, it was kind of the opposite, because Bo was very hands-on, but he took on a lot of sports when it came with JJ, and then himself, like he was doing like football or whatever, and then he was there with JJ when he was doing his wrestling and his football, right?
Yeah, when Damien was born, legit, I wasn't home. Like,
so
for like the first month at all.
Yeah, so this time we had our own home. I didn't have my parents here. So I felt like so overwhelmed, because I didn't know what it was really like to care for a baby literally like on your own. Because Bo worked nights, so he would leave me so many nights, and then, you know, like I would just be alone with Damien and JJ, and I had no one to rely on. As with JJ, I had my parents always there, so I always was able to talk to them, or kind of be like, Mom, I'm gonna go take a shower, like can you watch JJ, like whatever. Like literally my time was around Damien's schedule.
So I wouldn't say postpartum, I would say like a depression.
What is a depression? Postpartum depression. But I don't think it was like a postpartum depression to where it was like, oh my god, I need,
you don't want the baby.
Yeah, like it wasn't like to where I hated my kids. It was just like I just felt so lonely and like so sad, and I would always call him and I was like, babe, like I need you, I feel so alone, remember? Yeah. So this time around, he said he's not gonna take on like too many activities. We're gonna kind of slow it down. We don't have JJ in football this year.
Well, he didn't want to play, so.
Well, yeah, he didn't want to play this year, but he's only doing wrestling. And then I'll have Damien to kind of like keep me busy at the same time.
Yeah, but now it's going to be a total of 3 kids.
But I think what also hit me too, babe, is that we were like, I wasn't used to just being on my own either. Like we had just got the house. So I've always grown up like living at my parents' house, to where my brother was there, my mom was there, my dad was there. You know,
I sort of told her too. I said, well, this is part of life. You gotta man up.
So now I kind of do just like being on my own.
The other thing's gonna suck though is the nighttime. 3 kids, because I work nights. So she's gonna be here with 3 kids, and then if Damien gets sick, because he's still like a baby, and then if she gets sick, it's like crying all night. Ooh.
Yeah, because Damien's easy by night. Like, he sleeps throughout the night.
But there's nights
that he does get fussy, like when he's not feeling good or anything like that, and it can be a little headache, and that's when I'm like, babe, this is when I need you home. Like,
yeah, but I work 12 hours, so if I was to work days, like I'll be gone from the morning, I wouldn't get home till like 7, so it'd be even, I think it'd be worse in the daytime.
Yeah. Okay, so after pregnancy, what is your go-to birth control? So my go-to birth control is the pills. Like, I do so good with the pills. I love that the pill choice that I go to is I take low estrogen, and it's a low hormone birth control pill. I'm not the type of person that forgets to take her birth control pills. I normally have like an alarm clock every single night, and I usually take it like around 8:30 at night. And like if we go places, I make sure to have my birth control in my purse or my diaper bag, so I don't forget to take it like when we go elsewhere, and I just keep it in my bag. But yeah, I have a reminder, like an alarm clock reminding me every single day. Huh, babe? I'm pretty good with it, huh?
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust like the IUD and all that.
Yeah, I just heard bad experiences.
It could get pushed to the side, come out. Like, nah. I know people that got pregnant on that shit.
Yeah, and then like when I met Bo, I was on the Depo shot. And I think I was on it for a good like 2.5, huh?
Like a year,
2 years.
But her period was all messed up.
What I didn't like is I didn't have a period every month. I feel like your body is just naturally supposed to have a period. So when I wasn't having a period, I was kind of like getting psyched out. So after the 2 years, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go to the pills, and I've been on the pills ever since. Huh? How far apart is your youngest from your newborn? So Damien and Serenity are going to be exactly 2.5 years apart. So the way we planned this was because of Damien's birthday, he's going to get held back from school. So he's going to be like in that transitional kindergarten because his birthday falls after the September deadline. So he gets held back regardless. So when we were trying...
Which is cool, ain't you, because of sports.
Yeah, when we were wanting to... try for a baby, we were like, okay, we need a wait, because then if we were to get pregnant last year, like Serenity and Damien would literally be the same grade school.
Yeah, that would be cool too, though.
No. No. I'm not. So they're 2.5 years apart, but they're gonna be 1 year apart in school.
Dang, and then JJ's gonna be almost 9 years old in Serenity.
Yeah.
That's the same as me and my brother, though. Me and my brother are 9 years apart.
Damien and JJ and Serenity. So literally, like JJ has like 5 more years, and he could start being our babysitter.
That's why you have kids for. A babysit for you. Do
natural mommy instincts kick in, or do you still need a lot of help and learning first-time moms? I had a lot of learning to do, like with JJ. My mom.
I think every pregnancy you have to learn.
Yeah, it's always a learning experience. Like with JJ, I did have my mom to rely on a lot, and I did rely on her on a lot because I was always so scared. Like when I would take JJ a bath, my mom was there to help me. And then even with Damien, I still wasn't even able to just take Damien a bath, just like me by myself with him, because I always had both to rely on too.
I think any first-time mom is always going to need their mom there. Like my sister, she needed my mom's help. I think if you never had a kid before, you're going to need help. You're going to need somebody to show you like the ropes.
Kind of like guide you, you know, no someone that's been there.
I don't think anybody just gets thrown in it and without asking or without any help.
Yeah.
I mean, there probably is people out there, but majority of people always have help or need help.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, it's okay to have help. It's always like a brand new start too, like with every single baby. Like, I feel like it's like starting all over again. And then this time, like, we've had our experience with the boys, but now it's experience with the girl. So it's going to be different. Like, I've never changed a girl's diaper. So this is going to be all new to us. Like, literally all new to us. But we're excited for the process. I'm a mom to be, and a question is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how painful is it to give birth? Okay, so I feel like this falls back on like your pain tolerance. I've never got the epidural. The only thing I've gotten is the pain medication that they give you through the IV. But I do have a high pain tolerance. But I think once my body reaches to like 5-6 centimeters dilation, I do start to feel the pain like kick in where I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not like crazy though.
Nah, she doesn't scream.
I'm really quiet. Like I get really serious and I just remember to breathe. But the delivery process, I don't know. It
happens so fast.
Yeah, like with JJ and Damien, I literally pushed both of them out like in 3 pushes. Like in 5 minutes, they were born. So I never had that long process of having to push for like 20 minutes, an hour. But even then, I can't even imagine how...
I don't know. It happens so fast. Like you're not even going to remember.
I don't even remember the pain anymore.
Once it happens, it happens. You're not going to...
I think the only thing I do remember is when the shoulders come out, it's like a burning sensation.
I don't know. It's never happened to me.
So from a scale from 1 to 10, I don't know. I would have to say maybe like a 7, like maybe a 7, just because like my deliveries were pretty fast, so I didn't have to deal with like the pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to where like I'm in pain or out of breath or anything like that. When did you find out you were pregnant? Was it a surprise or was it planned?
Planned.
Okay, so with JJ, it was a surprise to me. He wasn't planned at all. But yeah, with JJ, he wasn't planned at all. He was a surprise for me. And then with Damien, he was planned. And then with Serenity, she was planned. What has been your favorite part about your pregnancy? I think my favorite part about pregnancy is just watching my belly grow. I think like that's like so crazy that you could just look at yourself and be like, damn, like I'm creating a little human being, and every day or every week you're just like, damn, like she's growing, huh? And then like her movements just go like from little kicks to like
you see the
freaking
you see the stomach go like this.
Yeah. Do you guys find it hard to have alone time now that you have kids?
Like for date nights and everything, it's very hard.
Yeah, I think like when we want to go out and have like dinner dates or stuff like that, it is harder because we don't have like a steady babysitter to it could be like, okay, well here you go, here's kids, we're gonna have a night out. Like
I've noticed like most parents or like most people our age, their parents are like kind of like retired or the mom doesn't work. But my mom works, her mom works, her dad works, my dad works.
My mom's already retired and she's still working.
Yeah, and my mom's a manicurist, so she works all hours of the day. So it's hard. Like we have to schedule like 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
To try to get a babysitter.
But then like when we're just home, even when we want to watch movie nights and stuff, like for us to actually enjoy the movie and understand it, we do have to wait until like sleep. Well, JJ not so much because JJ's already older, but he does his own thing in his room. But Damien is the one that's more like attached to us right now, and he's like, I'm hungry, I want this, I want titi, I want that. So like constantly it's either both getting up or I'm getting up. So we have to just wait till Damien goes to sleep for us to actually enjoy like movie night.
Yeah, we don't watch movies till about midnight.
Yeah, and then like when we want to like have session or something, it has to be like in the morning before he wakes up or when he's napping or at night.
Yeah, once you have kids, it's scheduled. You gotta have scheduled dates, sex dates.
What's your advice for new mom or young people that don't have kids?
Don't have kids until you're older?
No, I wouldn't recommend that because growing up, like my mom was old. Like my mom was an old mom. When I was in high school, my mom was already in her 50s. You know, so...
Well, she didn't have you, what, till 35?
She had me till like almost 40.
Yeah.
And I always told myself, like, I don't want to be that kind of mom because when I wanted to do stuff, my mom was always so tired or her legs hurt or just something, you know. And I always told myself, like, I want to be a young mom. I want to have my kids be like my best friends, you know. So I always told myself I wanted to be a young mom. I waited till I graduated, but don't rush it. Like I just feel like the time will come, and
you should just. In all honesty,
live life.
Like you should wait till you're like 25. Go clubbing, go partying, like enjoy your life, travel.
Yeah.
do everything you want to do.
That was something that...
Because if you have a baby young, like, you're going to be held back from doing a lot of things.
Yeah, it does hold you back because, like, when all my friends and stuff were partying, like, I couldn't. And then, like, if I didn't have my mom to rely on, because I was 19 when I did have JJ, so I didn't even get to go clubbing, like, right away.
Yeah, but also, too, like, if you have a baby young, most relationships don't work.
Yeah.
If you have a child young because you're immature,
yeah,
you don't know what you want, and then like one wants to go do this, one wants to go do that. That's why it's better just to wait till you're like 25.
But we did, I mean, it didn't stop me from partying because the way my mom seen it was like, you're young, you need to enjoy your life. And yeah, so she would be the one watching JJ while I was out meeting Bo.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though, like, most relationships when you're young though don't work. That's why it's best to wait to have a baby till you're older, so you know for sure like this is the person you're gonna be with. Unless I don't know.
But you always said that you wish you met me like way earlier.
Yeah, before, but we probably wouldn't have had a kid till we're older anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta enjoy your life.
Yeah, you do. So don't rush it. Like, if you're young, like, enjoy your life.
Don't even think about kids.
Yeah, unless you're like settled down with somebody and that's who you know that you're gonna...
I mean, if you're 18 and already married, then obviously like it's cool, whatever. But if you're 18, single, or we got a little boyfriend or girlfriend, don't even think about a kid.
Yeah, just live your life. There's so much more out there. Like,
travel.
Yeah, travel. That's our main thing. We're like, damn, we wish we were
able
to travel.
Go see the world.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Compare pregnancy with Damien and JJ. Okay, well, I kind of touched up on this already. My pregnancy with them has kind of been the same. The only difference is with JJ, I didn't have like a good support system when I was pregnant. Whereas with Damien, like, Bo made my life so much easier. I was like not stressed. Whereas with JJ, like, I was always stressed in my pregnancy. It just goes back to the support system. I didn't have that person to kind of like be there for me throughout my pregnancy. And then with Damien, like, Bo always stuck by my side. He went to every doctor's appointment. So it was easier. The symptom wise and stuff, like, they were kind of
similar.
Yeah, it was similar. That's how I know I was having a boy with Damien, because just my symptoms were the same. How did you find out you were pregnant, and what were your symptoms? How did I find out I was pregnant? I'm only going to reflect it to this pregnancy.
On this pregnancy, we didn't even know we were, because she was going through a miscarriage and you ended up pregnant.
Yeah, I was actually going through a miscarriage, but 4 weeks later, I was like, okay, why didn't I have my period yet? Usually I start my period like at 3-4 weeks, and I had already hit my 4-week mark, and I was like, oh my God, something's wrong. And I just told myself, like, I need to take a pregnancy test, like, just to kind of like know in my mind, okay, like, I'm not pregnant, right? So I take a pregnancy test, and right away it comes up that I was positive for being pregnant, but I didn't have no symptoms yet. Like, it was weird.
I don't know, yeah, it was pretty weird.
Yeah. Okay, what do you do for your snapback after having the baby? Okay, what do I do? I kind of wear like a okay, like right after I have the baby, as soon as I come home, I do put on a postpartum
faja.
Yeah, like a faja, to kind of like bring my stomach like nice and tight. The doctor okays me to start working out. That's when I start working out, and when I say work out, I go hard. Like, we try to dedicate as much, like, we try to actually work out every single day of the week, huh, babe?
Yeah, but even when I'll be at work, and then I'll be like, I'll call her whatever. She's like,
yeah,
hold on, I'll call you back.
Like, if he's at work,
she'll be chilling, like doing push-ups,
yeah,
not push-ups,
I'll be
but like
laying
sit-ups,
down.
crunches, planks. Like, we'll already have worked out like in the morning, and then I'll go to work, and then like she'll be like, have a little downtime, and then she'll start doing like planks
do sit-ups and planks here in the house. Like, any little home workouts I can do, I'll do them here inside. And then I also do take that Slender Tea Plus morning and detox tea, which actually does help when it comes to losing weight. So I do that as well.
I don't know, you bounce back pretty quick, but I mean, we're older this time too, so
yeah.
I don't know, we'll see. But it took what?
It took a good
5 months?
4.5 months for me to be fully like, oh my God, I'm so, yeah, like for me to completely be happy with my body. I mean, you guys will see like that I'll lose my weight like pretty fast.
Hopefully this time.
But that doesn't mean that I'm completely satisfied and happy with my body. I know what my body is and I know what my body can be. So I do tend to go a little hard on myself. So I'll push myself to like, okay, work out, do this. Like I have to stay dedicated.
But also too, last time we were eating like really healthy.
Yeah.
Like we were eating chicken, fish, salmon. Like
yeah, we
were,
did
like,
change our diet.
Cool, like straight up like dieting and
don't worry,
out.
we'll be back to that because Bo's been losing some motivation because he hasn't had his workout partner. But I'll be back.
Look at pictures. I was like, damn, I was ripped last year.
Yeah.
Not no more.
We'll get back there. Is this going to be your last child or are you guys going to have more? As of right now, this is our last baby. Depending where our situation is, like in the next 2 years, even 5 years, who knows? Like
we can't tell the future.
Yeah, we
but
can't
as of now,
tell
we don't
the
want
future.
to.
As of right now, we're content. We're gonna enjoy Damien and Serenity. JJ is older already, so he kind of does his own thing. But Damien is still baby-like to us. He's only 2.5 years old. He still needs a lot of attention.
Like our kids do a lot of sports, so like you gotta think Damien's gonna be playing sports another 2.5 years, 3 years. And then like it's hard right now already.
JJ keeps us busy with sports alone already. Like he's been the one that's been like our little athlete, and we have to like do sports throughout the whole week, and then our weekends are gone because
but that's what I'm saying. Imagine having 3, like, and then Serenity is a girl, so she's gonna be doing completely different sports from the boys. Like, I don't know how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be.
We're gonna have our.
And then if we have another baby, like we're gonna have to upgrade our vehicle.
Yeah. So as of right now, like we're content with our 3 kids right now. We don't want any more.
Yeah, as of right now.
How have your postpartum recoveries went with your 2 boys? Tearing, hemorrhoids. How long until you had sex again? Postpartum recoveries. Okay, so with JJ, my main thing is if they're telling you not to push, don't push. I ripped with JJ. I was really upset, but when your body is just in that natural pushing stage already to where like it's gonna push, like your body's gonna do it naturally. And my friend at the time was with me in the hospital with JJ, and she was like, just push, just push. So I was pushing, but the nurses was like, no, hold it, right? And I was like, I can't hold it. Like, it legit feels like you gotta go poop, and it's just your body's natural instinct to push. So with JJ, I did rip, so I had to get stitches down there, and I couldn't work out or do any like sexual activities or anything for like 4 weeks, right? But with Damien, I didn't rip. Like, I actually waited for the doctor to get there. Even when I was ready to push, I just held it in. It felt like a fat poop that I just needed to poop out, but I literally like had to hold it in because I did not want to rip. And I told Paul, I was like, babe, I don't want to rip, you know. So with Damien, it was so much easier, the recovery process, because I didn't need no stitches or anything. The doctor was there to like stretch me open and help assist like him coming out.
And then once you stopped bleeding, you were able to work out. It was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 2.5, 3 weeks. We definitely didn't wait the 4 weeks to start having sexual intercourse again. But we were very careful. We were very, very careful because you're very fertile. Like they always say, you're very fertile right after you have a miscarriage or
pregnancy.
After you give birth, you're very fertile. So just be careful. Because usually, like once you see the doctor at 4 weeks, that's when they put you on birth control and stuff. So.
Well, no, not even. That's when you have your first period.
That's when you get on the.
That's when you get on your birth control.
On my pills, yeah. So I had to wait for my first period, and usually that comes like around 4 or 5 weeks. No, like,
it was like 6
usually
weeks.
It comes like 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, because I stopped bleeding like 2.5 weeks, and then like 3 weeks later, I started my period. So.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But I didn't get hemorrhoids. I didn't get hemorrhoids with none of the boys. So.
Have to wait and see.
Yeah. Were your craving symptoms different from this time around? Yes, I felt like with the girl, I always wanted sweets. I craved soda. I craved the sweetness of soda. Whereas the boys, I've always craved salty. Like everything salty, everything chile. And now chile aggravates me. I still crave chile, but not as much. I don't even eat seafood as much as I did with the boys.
What's crazy was I had no cravings like with Damien. I didn't crave nothing. I didn't gain weight, anything.
But Bo does have a sweet tooth now.
With this one, like when the very beginning, like I don't eat cake, I don't eat candy, I don't eat sweets, like nothing like that. Yeah. And I would be like, oh, I want like a Reese's, I want this. I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? That's how we knew too that we were having a girl. Cause like instantly I had cravings and I was gaining weight. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, so do you plan on getting the epidural? I don't plan on getting the epidural. I'm gonna try to write it out again. The only time I say that I will be getting the epidural is like if it comes to like a medical condition where I need the epidural, like a C-section or something of that sort. But I'm gonna try to write it out again, and hopefully I can make this my 3rd pregnancy going without the epidural. During this pregnancy, do you think your relationship with Bo has gotten stronger? I don't know. I feel like we have like a pretty strong relationship already. Like he's always been hands-on since the time he met me with JJ. He's always been hands-on. He's never been the type to kind of be like brush me off to the side and then him do his own thing.
Or like when the baby wakes up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, like he's really hands-on. Like we even used to get into arguments about who's going to change the baby's poopy diaper, who's going to get to do this. So, I mean, we have a pretty strong relationship going on, especially when it comes to the kids. Like, he's really hands-on. That's what I love about him, because, I mean,
you'd be surprised. I see, like, or I don't see, but I hear a lot of the time, like, the dudes don't help for nothing.
Yeah. But he enjoys it. He's like, I don't understand how guys, like, cannot, like, they don't like changing their baby's diaper. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I enjoy it.
Like, Damien legit, like, slept on my chest.
Yeah, Bo would do a lot of chest to chest with the baby. So this time I think I'm gonna be doing more of the chest to chest because he can't be having all the attachment.
Nah.
How will you balance out giving each of the boys attention while caring for a newborn? Was JJ understanding and helpful when Damien was little? So the way we balance it out is I'm too tired. I have to be the one waking up with the baby all night. I have to, like, when Bo's gone, he feels bad for me because Damien was on a 2-hour schedule, so I was the one waking.
Breastfeeding.
Yeah, so Bo would be the one having to entertain JJ. I mean, so he would go and play with JJ, and like I said, JJ keeps us busy with sports, so that was all Bo's doing. Like he would go and do his little sport things, but then we'd be at the event, like at his games and tournaments.
But even like a month after Damien was like already born, got
yeah,
shot,
I was going to.
She would be at practice with the baby too.
Yeah, I wouldn't just stay home. Like I needed to be out. I couldn't just be home. I would get so bored and overwhelmed. I'm like, I need a break. I need to go out. I need to see the world.
But with this one, dang, I don't know how we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna take Damien, like, cause JJ still has wrestling practice. So, like, I'll take JJ and Damien. I'll take Damien with me. He could roll around, too. So.
But Damien's not really that hard. Like, Damien is stuck to our butt. And when I mean stuck to our butt, like, he just has to be in the same room we are. Because Damien, like, he does his own thing. But he doesn't do his own thing, like, in another room. Like, JJ, he does his own thing. And he'll, like, keep busy watching TV. Or read a book or something. Whereas, like, Damien, like, he's on his iPad watching.
But he has to be in the same room or like around us,
but he doesn't need to be babied and carried or rocked to sleep or anything like that, so that's kind of a good thing. But when it came to Damien, JJ was a big like help. Like he was the one grabbing me diapers, grabbing me wipes, throwing the diapers away, getting me clothes.
See, but Damien does that now too. Like he'll throw his diapers away and get his diaper for us to change.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure too he'll throw away like the baby's diaper.
Yeah, so JJ was a big help, especially when Bo was at home. Okay, and then we're only going to answer one last question. Have you had difficulty being intimate throughout your pregnancy? No, we haven't found it difficult at all. I think the bigger you get, the more just awkward positioned you are, just because you're carrying that big extra weight of ball right in front of you. So it's just like harder to get comfortable. But there's other positions that you can do.
But if it hurts you or whatever, then you just gotta find a position.
Yeah, I think it's just the position. I don't think it's changed our sex life at all. I mean, there's just times that I am more hornier, and then there's times that I'm not. You know, but other than that, we don't find it hard to get intimate.
No.
No. So we hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully we're able to answer most of your guys' questions. There were kind of a lot and we didn't want to make it like an hour video.
Maybe we'll do 2 parts.
Yeah, maybe we'll do. If you guys do want like a part 2, then let us know down in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment letting us know if you guys do want a part 2. Subscribe down below and turn on your post notifications on. And then before we completely end this video, our post notification shout out goes to
Danielle Lemon. I think we said it right, or I said it right. I don't know.
Shout out to you, Danielle. And if you guys do want a future post notification shout out, all you have to do is...
So all you gotta do is turn on your post notification, subscribe to our channel, and comment showing some love.
Yes, so we'll see you guys in our next video. We love you guys.
Deuces.